Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3. Watch the safety creep.
Here's Watson. That one complete to Elliott. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, sit. 19. Yeah. You don't want to know. 54. Go. 52, Mike, 52. Man, let's get that ball, Let's get that ball right here.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge gain of 40 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Where's the tap? 19! Man, I got it. Get it down. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Check. Spot. No, Adam, go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. N'Keal Harry, 28 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And take it right on the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Down, he's coming.
On first down, it's Watson. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. John Ross, 27 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On second down, here's Mixon. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Now the wolf. Let's go, D.
Mixon with a first down carry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Second and 11. his man. It's Eifert. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
51, Mike 51. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Kill, kill, kill.
On third down, Mixon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's a loss of 4 yards.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Now, after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On the counter, Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gim to 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the 45 on second down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Now Watson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
It's set. 19. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, 59. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Pass. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Watson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Second and 3. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And Eifert has it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Mixon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Caught Eifert over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try the left side. It's Woods. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Bengals.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 23. Jet sweep. Boyd with it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It was Duke Dawson on the tackle, the 2nd-round pick in 2018.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the catch good. It's Eifert. But he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
We got 3.
Now a give right side. It's Woods, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 13-yard line.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. 3 down.
Looking to throw. Open man is Myers. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bengals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's a quarterback sneak. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the first down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right, why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it done. You're almost able to take the snap and just fall down and pick it up. They got it there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're going. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They run the counter. It's Elliott. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Alert! 29. 52's the mic. 52's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check.
Now it's Watson. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. No move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and Tate's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check curls. Check safety. He's coming.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott.
You ain't doing nothing today.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
We're set. 19. No chance. Jim. Hey, 59. I'm 54.
Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Auden Tate there to make the grab. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
It just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Alert. 3 up.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Get ready.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Forced out to his left, and it's a fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Ready.
They'll run on first down. It's Woods. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Check the outs.
Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
At the 17-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He's back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.